especially our servicemen, active or home. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are live streaming. We have iTalk here. Let's Go Elks is also here. You can catch the action live at letsgoelks.com on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Let your friends and family know if they're not here, they can catch the action at Let's Go Elks. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the field, singing your national anthem this evening, a senior of Round Valley High School, on the Madrigal Choir, Miss Molly Tilford. If you would please stand and remove your hats. At least help us out, people.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is free. This is where I go.
Round Valley Elks, who's ready for some football? You can do better than that, guys. Who's ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome to the field for the first time in the 2020 season, your Round Valley Elks! Ladies and gentlemen, just so you're aware, we do have concessions open on both ends of the dome, on the north and the south side. It is a modified menu, but please support our concessions this evening. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, captains for tonight's contest, your own Round Valley Elk number 4, Riley Hamblin. And for the St. John's Redskins, number 50, Nick Patterson. Round Valley will receive. Who's ready for some football? Round Valley fans, it's been a minute since December. Who's ready for some football? Team to receive for Round Valley Elks, Seth Wilbank, number 1, Riley Hamlin, number 4, and number 5, Siobhan Ortiz. Seth Wilbank from the end zone. Outside to 30, 35. Round Valley can start things off at about the 38-yard line. Number 28 on the tackle, Ira Tullis, senior. Young from the shotgun. Young team give it to Wilbank up the middle. Wilbank's going to make a spin move. Go for about 5 yards. 4 yards, second 6. Second and 6 for the Elks. Young from the shotgun. He's going to give it to Seth Wilbank up the right side. It's going to be close. Elks fans, what do you think? How about a first down? On the 38-yard line. We're going to move those chains again.
Why is he wearing black? I would never.
Young from the shotgun, first and 10 on the Round Valley Elks in St. John's territory. Young's going to make the pitch to the right side, back to the outfield, number 53. Tackled right by Jacob Skousen. Second and 13 for the Elks. Young run to the right side. How many handlings are in the house tonight? First and 10 for the Elks. St. John's 13-yard line.
These are freaking dark as heck. I cannot see. I can see, actually. And then Brooke, put these on now.
Young from the shotgun, one in the backfield, hands off number 28. Number 28 is going to get hit hard, good for about 1.5 yards on the play, though. Carried by K.C. Mortensen.
Are those not dark as heck? Hold on, I don't know. No, I'm
Second 9.
Let's go, boys.
Good pass to the left side. Seth Wilbeck. It's going to be, I believe, we're close to the first down. Let's see where it's at. Make some noise for Seth Wilbeck. First and goal. You know what, sports fans? Make some noise for yourself for showing up tonight for these Elks and for these Redskins. Time for some football.
Really ugly guy.
First and goal for the Elks. Over in the center. Sends Jovan Ortiz in motion. Hands off right side. Seth Wilbeck. No gain on the play. Second and goal.
Go, boys!
Second goal. Young under center. Rolls to the right side. He's going to hang on. He's going to hang on to it. Third goal. Student section. Give him a little motivation. Help him out. Third goal for the Elks, 7:17 left in the first quarter of play. Hands off, Zach Lowe keeps it. Last on the play, number 34 with the tackle, Jason Spencer, senior for the Redskins. Fourth and goal. Number 71, Kevin Flores to kick for the Elks. 25-yard attempt. That's 3 points, ladies and gentlemen. 6:31 left in the first quarter of play. Round Valley Elks 3, St. John's Redskins 0. On your feet, Elks fans, on your feet. Tullis to kick for the Elks. Perry and Tullis deep for St. John's, picked up by number 28. About the 9-yard line, Tullis with it. He's going to shake one, shake two. Tullis still on his feet, right down about the 12-yard line, 13-yard line. First down. Casey Mortensen on that tackle. Elks fans, Mona Hawes is back with the pet band. Make some noise for the pet band back in the house. St. John's on the offense, while his defense on the field. 6:42 left in the first quarter. Dion Perry. No, I apologize. Handoff left side. Number 9, James Thomas, junior quarterback for the St. John's Redskins. Gave him about 1 yard on the play, 2nd and 9. Once again, don't forget you can watch this game live at letsgoelks.com. We're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch for the partnership with The Loft Teen Legacy Productions. Thomas from the shotgun, Tullis with him. Quick step, pass to the right side. Intended receiver. I believe that's number 22, Slade Nevin. Third down. Defensive opportunity for your Elks. Student section, let them know you're there. Thomas from the shotgun. Pass to the right side, quick pass. Flag on the play. Intended receiver number 19, Case Heat, junior for the St. John's Redskins. Pass interference against the Elks. That will reset the chains. 1st and 10 for the Redskins. 5:32 left in the first quarter. From the shotgun, hands off right side to Tullis. Dives that way for a loss of about a yard. 2nd and 11. Two in the backfield from the shotgun, hands off to the left side. Slade Nevin with the carry, wrapped up by the Elks defense. 3rd down. Funaki on the tackle. Ladies and gentlemen, let's let Mr. Funaki know we're here and give him a big aloha. From the shotgun, with the right side, lots of screen action over there. Tullis picks it up. Brought down by number 2, Winston Moore. Ladies and gentlemen, all young. There's some tackle goodness. 4th down. If you are a Round Valley Elk mom in the house right now, make some noise. We got some proud moms in the house. Nick Patterson back to punt. Number 4, Riley Hamlin to receive. Not going to get the opportunity. Bouncing in St. John's and then back a little favor. We're going to get the 38-yard line. 3 minutes left for score to play here in the Dome. From the shotgun. One backfield with him. Doesn't give it to Mr. Wilbank. Number 24, your intended receiver, O'Reilly Rivera.
They're behind schedule. On second down.
17 for the Elks. Young from the shotgun.
St. John's a little bit of confusion on the sideline as the man comes in motion. That's Hamlin.
Man in motion, pitching left side. Look and go. Touchdown! And then some. He scores! First down.
They got some great motion.
27 yards.
This direction will play out. Redskin defense right there went with him. 3-0 Round Valley leading. Same formation, but this time
Nathan, can you hear me?
And stand at Young's left.
Owen Young, quick pass to the right side.
Right side and a late grab.
Penalty on the play. Intended receiver, number 5, is Waddle Hughes.
This is going to be a pretty open and shut case. Redskins bailing out Young there. It's like there was some miscommunication. Ortiz out there again. Ortiz was running a slant. I think Young thought maybe he was running it out. I think that might have been a frustration.
Nathan, can you hear me?
I believe it was Patterson.
Nathan, can you hear me?
They haven't marked it off yet. Now they're gonna
Nathan,
Nathan,
Chris, everybody in the chat, can you hear me?
First and 10 for the Elks, just inside the red zone. Owen Young from the shotgun. Casey Mortensen in the backfield. Owen Young rolls to the right side. Intercepted! Picked up by number 15 for the St. John's Redskins, Joseph Bushman. First and 10 with the Redskins with the ball. 2:42 left in the first quarter of play.
Those continue for the Elks, unfortunately. For them.
James Thomas from under center. Two in the backfield. Headed to the right side. Hands off right up the middle. Number 15 with the carry again, Joseph Bushman. Casey Mortensen with the tackle.
That is by far the best play for the scrimmage that St. John's has made. It's got the first down because of the PI.
That might be what it takes for St. John's. Just sort of slow this game down a little bit, pound it up the middle, get 4 or 5 yards each time.
It looked like they posed a size advantage on the offensive front. There's an offside line behind Thomas, who's again going under
St. John's under center. Hands to the second man to the right side. Tolis Winters with the lead blocker. Tolis is going to get about 2 yards on the play. Third down and 3.
What made the difference there for the Redskins on that play was some solid blocking. We didn't see that in the first drive. It felt like Round Valley was in the backfield every single time, but there, Tolis actually was able to take the handoff, follow some blockers, and gain 3 or 4.
I think that play was really set up by just a dive up the middle where all of a sudden
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
One left in the first quarter of the play. Quarterback rolls to the left side and pressures in the forward. He's off for the races. 2 and 5 by Seth William. First down, St. John's.
22-yard carry for James Thomas.
You see right here, good by Bushman as well. Thomas just able to get up that left side of the field for a large gain.
Last first down, moving the change for the first time without the flag. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. And what was a pretty enthusiastic Round Valley crowd surrounding this is now
First and 10 for the Redskins. 46 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Under center. 2 in the backfield. Hands to the second. Tolis.
There's that penetration that we're seeing again by that defensive line. Just 2 or 3 Round Valley guys at the height. They're in the backfield. You've got to get better blocking up front if you're going to be running the ball.
Cutter Williams with the tackle. 20 seconds left on the clock. Second and 10.
20 seconds. Round Valley looked like it was firmly in control after going 61 yards and having a Southern
Tolis and Bushman in the backfield. Quarterback under center. Clock expires. This is the last play of the quarter. Drawn down the backfield. Quarterback number 1, Dion Harry. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the first quarter of football here in the Dome. Are you enjoying yourselves?
Harry loses 4 yards to set it up here for the second quarter. It's been eventful. 3-0 Round Valley leading here going into the second quarter. It's high school football presented by Sherman Ford. Lights off 26.7 and 19.6.
All right. Get out your cell phones. I want to give away some candy. Get out your cell phones. 928-251-0005. You're going to text the number. Both sides can play. 928-251-0005. I want you to tell me what is the name of the song and what show is it from.
Custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors. Glass doors and commercial glass, LED glasses, skylights, screens, fireproof glass for your fire protection, and more. Visit Kickoff today. We're up in Northern Lakeside. Call 1-888-GLASS.
Watch me backflip, watch me backflip. Let me work my magic, let me work my magic. Watch me backflip, watch me backflip. Let me work my magic. If you only knew how the game has changed.
Once again, that's 928-251-0005. First right answer wins a candy bar at the concession stands.
Started the quarter brought to the perfect when it comes time to kick off your college education, choose the college St. John's had a rough
Welcome back to the second quarter action. Here we are in the dome.
kick it away, but after Joseph
St. John's with the ball
young pass, had a big run
in Elk territory.
James Thomas.
Guys, once again, text 928-251-0005. I can't.
And I believe Coach
Timeout, St. John's.
facing third and
928-251-0005. I'm sorry I can't talk to you right now, but you're more than welcome to text me. 928-251-0005.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Made Watercrafts come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National...
Well, you got those cell phones out, ladies and gentlemen. Jump on Facebook and hit that share button on the live stream. Let's go Elks and the Loft. Team Legacy Productions bringing you the action live here in the Dome. The Loft from St. John's. Let's go Elks from Round Valley. Collaborating to bring you some sports goodness on the interwebs. All right, here we go. Second quarter.
Build a foundation, framing, to use different tools I haven't used. Those will work everywhere. Get educated and start from the bottom. Find themselves.
St. John's under center. We're on our way to the second half. He's going to roll to the left side. Quick pass to the left side to 15. Bushman's going to get himself. He's going to get about 6 yards, 5 yards on the play. Fourth down.
Everything about the hair, skin, and nails. I've gained confidence in what I'm
I apologize. We have third and fourth and four.
industry. It's a good job, and a job where I can express my creativity and make my own hours. I have transformed my life by coming to NPC.
I really wanted to work with robotics. Anytime here, you have to help people and meet their time and help me in that process and it can be a step closer in college. I'm just going to have to...
St. John's under center. Throw down the ball for a run. Right side, pass in the air. Intended for number 3 for St. John's, Katie Cheap. That's going to turn things around. First down, Round Valley.
Ultimately, I want to be a nurse anesthetist. This is where we start to that path.
Flags on the field.
Five-yard penalty will take it forward. Then legal substitution, 12 men on the field against White. 5-yard penalty.
Legal substitution against the Redskins.
That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford.
That's from the shotgun. Hanging on to it. Quarterback's going to keep it up the left side. Seth Roback, first down.
I've been really impressed with initially. When he sees that, he blocked up, and he bounces the ball, fighting block.
First and 10. Round out from the shotgun. We're on the 27-yard line. Here's some whistles. We're adjusting in a critical situation. Javon Ortiz has got it. He's trying to get around the defender. He's going to get pushed out of bounds. Loss of about 2 or 3 yards on the play. It's going to be second and 13. Sends a man in motion from the shotgun, holds on to it. Gets stopped up. Big man number 15, Nick Patterson. Randolph in the shotgun, quick pass left side to Brady with it. Number 88, Mr. Fanaki.
I chose NPC because it offers good quality education. Ultimately, I want to be a nursing ethicist, which is going to start to that path.
He gets his fingers on it. Hold on for the shotgun, intended receiver number 88.
Most entire college is because I can achieve my goals in my career.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well.
Redskins from the shotgun. Hands it out to the left side. I believe that's number 77, Keanu Clark for the tackle. Second 9. St. John's from the shotgun. One other man in the backfield. Goes to the right side with pressure. He gets wrapped up. Number 3. And Keanu Clark. We got Keanu Clark and Kyron Clark. Clark and Clark and Clark. 8.5 minutes left in the half here in the Dome. Loss of yards on the play. 3rd down. Reception from the guy Funaki, first down around Valley. Jaden Finch, go get your free candy bar. Jaden Finch, pineapple. Jaden Finch, the goalie for the Lady Elks soccer team. Jamal Ortiz! Kevin Flores to the point after touchdown. Kicks up. That's good for one, ladies and gentlemen, with 6:16 left in the half. Round Elks 10. St. John's Redskins 0. Elks fans on you. 3.
My dad went to SC, so I grew up on USC football. And then going to church every Sunday, and all these girls were like, oh, man, why? And it's like,
Unsportsmanlike, yeah. We have an unsportsmanlike penalty against the defense for jumping over a player. The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
well, welcome back as Round Valley has a now again red-hot Owen Young. He was 3 for his first 3, just mentioned it, then went 1 for 4, including an interception. But his last 2 passes have been good for, let me do the math, 56 yards, both of them going to Funaki. And then
the long touchdown to Ortiz out there.
The 19-yard strike. Oh, I beg your pardon. Yeah, the 19-yard strike to Ortiz. Announcement that St. John's was whistled for an unsportsmanlike penalty because somebody jumped over the line to try to get their hand on that extra point attempt. So the Elk, with that 10-0 lead, are now kicking off from the 45 with 6 minutes and 16 seconds left in the second quarter. I can't imagine that Coach Bell wants to get too smart and might just go ahead and allow this one to split the uprights. But
this kicker for Round Valley, he can do it too.
We know him as number 71. And he's going to actually kind of squib that, but it will fall near the goal line and be allowed by Jake Thomas to go into the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Redskins are kind of up against it. I believe they have 2 first downs. One of them came on the opening drive, which was a pass interference flag. Then Thomas had a 22-yard scamper. That was the only other time they were able to move the chains. The Redskins otherwise have punted twice and had a 4th down conversion that failed. 2 fourth down conversions that failed. One of them in Round Valley territory. So not a lot of offense to speak, and it's kind of a replay of what had happened when these two teams faced off last year. 10-0 right now. Round Valley leading on the defensive end, as here's still a different formation. This time 2 running backs on either side of Thomas, who has another man coming in motion, but still the handoff goes to Tolis, who is able to step out of one tackler and get all the way down to the 25. That is by far his most productive carry for 5 yards to make it second and, mid-range 5 look.
Well, number 77, Clark's really come on here the last couple of defensive series as well. He's getting in that backfield, making some good tackles. That was a good solo tackle right there on a shifty running back in Tolis.
And incidentally, St. John's has had a lot of success going in the box, so it might as well continue just to grind, you'd think.
I would agree with that.
And a whistle stops play. And it looks as if somebody might be moving. Gavin Harris seems as if he is getting a little bit of attention as he has been sent to the sideline.
Wonder if that's like a mouthpiece issue, an equipment issue, something like that, a uniform problem? Oh, is that the problem?
Well, the question is whether or not he can wear 88 and play the guard position.
It looks like over on the sideline they are swapping him out jerseys so he can go play the line.
As if this was just a warning. No yardage is marked off. Now as Bushman is going to get the carry as he goes. Oh, that's Nevin, beg your pardon. As he goes up from the right to the left, is able to get some positive yardage and pick up a Mountain Mobile Autoglass first down with that 6-yard gain.
So Slade normally listed as a tight end on the roster here, but getting the ball carrier there out of the backfield.
I don't believe he had any carries last year. Five minutes and 30 seconds to go, and a badly needed first down for the Redskins, trailing 10-0 here in the second quarter. As this time everything looking a little bit more bunched up, again going with the offset eye, and I believe Tolis is in the back of it. As Thomas actually goes to Nevin. This time he's trying to come from the right to the left and is able to again pick up a short gain, but Young is able to get the stop after just, maybe 2 yards.
Well, and you get the feeling here that Coach Morgan is content to just, let's see if we can run some clock off and push this ball up the field just 2, 3, 4 yards at a time.
Mind you, the Redskins are going to get the kick at the start of the second half. So if they can grind something out here. Oh, now we got some movement along the Round Valley front, and it might have induced somebody to jump on the St. John's offensive line, indeed.
I feel like I saw number 50 move, Derek, is what I saw. They won't say the opposing or the offendant's number, but I believe that was Patterson.
Looked a little double eagle flexy. Marcus Bell, product of the University of Arizona. Not necessarily the way it was lined up, but the way that they were moving. As there is a sidearm give. Pass was intended for Bushman, and I thought that Owen Young, who was there on defense, had wrapped an arm around him, but no flag is thrown. I guess that kind of makes up for the incidental contact on the first drive.
Yeah, I think if you're a St. John's fan there, you might have a little bit of beef with the official. From our vantage point on where we're standing, Owen Young definitely had his hand on his back there. Just don't know if maybe he was grabbing quite enough to draw a pass interference call.
2 for 6 is James Thomas for just 8 yards here in a passing down. Third down, and I'm guessing that's 13. As he drops back now again looking along this near side where he's just going to lay this one up, and Rivera nearly has that one picked off, but instead it falls incomplete.
Trying to go deep there to Gage Heap, and Rivera was step for step. Great covers there by number 24, Rowdy.
Make it another fourth down. Is this 4th and 19, or is it 4th and something else?
Yeah, it says 4th.
No, 4th and 13. That seems a little bit more accurate. So 4th and 13, as big Nick Patterson going to come out and kick it away. Hamblin again standing around his 40. He was one man away on the previous effort. That was a really good high-hanging punt. Takes the snap, it's low, gets this one away. It's lower and much more returnable as Hamblin takes it. It just 35 juggles it, and that is going to allow the Redskins to get up on him where he's able to get just 5 yards on the carry as Gage was the first one there for St. John's. But now Round Valley, which has had offense in bursts, is going to come out with 4 minutes and 12 seconds separating it from a potentially larger halftime lead, already leading 10-0.
And almost a big break right there for the Redskins. If Hamblin drops that ball, there's 3 or 4 Redskins right there ready to pounce on it. That would have been a big change of momentum there.
I know you're all curious, and yes, your Los Angeles Dodgers will play Slam Diego. It's not old. 10-0 as the handoff goes to Wiltbank.
Oh,
he's able to get to the far side here as he turns the corner at the midfield marker and is now running down the near sideline where he is all the way to the 10 and brought down.
Once again, Wiltbank able to get around the edge there.
I think he might have run out of gas as he gains 40 yards on that carry. 8 efforts for Wiltbank and 90 yards now. As this one, well, that was just 35-yard gain, just. So make it an 85-yard half for Seth Wiltbank.
Well, once again, his vision is allowing him to get to those corners and bust up sidelines for big gains.
Again, standing on Young's left, inside the red zone for the 3rd time today, go the Round Valley Elk, as this time the handoff goes Wiltbank trying to get to the right side.
Touchdown.
He's able to get a block and get into the end zone, but a flag is thrown right where it looked like he got that key pickup. And this one smells like it's coming back.
Yeah, it came from that general vicinity where a lot of blockers were at.
Holding on the offense.
Out. The ref mic on the mixer.
Be this one.
So pull the score off of the board and move the ball back to the 20. That spot foul looks like it only cost Round Valley about 5 yards, but still in the red zone.
Well, if the Redskins, you've got to worry on that play. There wasn't anyone around. Wiltbank essentially went in untouched until the free safety came over.
And a timeout taken by Round Valley with 3:54 to go here in the half. 10-0. The Elk are leading and threatening. Get Shoulder Ford's presentation of high school football.
Timeout, right.
NightTalk1067.com.
Oh, over here.
All right. So this is what I'm saying.
Yes.
After the second timeout taken by Round Valley, 3:54 to go. 1st and 15 after it looked as if Wiltbank had a score, but it was pulled. And now he's off the field as Cade Hogle is in the backfield to the right of Young with another short drop. Again, looking to the left where he's got Hamlin with some separation, and it's caught in the end zone for a touchdown. Same route that was run on the previous score by Jovan Ortiz.
Well, and Owen Young continues his stellar night. I mean, he's throwing those balls from the far hash line and just putting them on the money out there in that left corner of the end zone, just wearing it out.
That's his second touchdown in as many efforts. Much of the legwork, literally, that time taken by Seth Wiltbank, who went 35 yards to set that up. And now big number 71 is going to come in and try to punctuate with this extra point, which is up and good. 17-0 now. Round Valley leading with 3 minutes and 48 seconds to play here in the second quarter. It's Shoulder Ford's presentation of high school football on NightTalk 106.7 and NightTalk1067.com.
I really wanted to work with robotics. When you come here, you have to act mature and meet deadlines. It's going to help me and my associates, in which I'll be a step closer in college. I'm going to have to apply these skills to the workforce. My ultimate career goal would be to be a mechanical engineer. MPC is transforming my life.
.348 to go here. Round Valley now scoring with a little bit more frequency. Derek Palmer here alongside Abe Bodden as Abe. This is turned into the Owen Young show. He went a little bit cold there for a few passes inside his, I beg your pardon, 7 for 10 start. But he's connected on 3 of his last 4 of his last 5, and his last 2 have gone for touchdowns. Oh, yeah, he also has 141 yards through the air.
Well, and after that interception, they just decided, well, we're going to let the boy keep throwing the ball, right?
This one juggled by Tolis, but now he's able to serpentine through some traffic as he gets to the 40, 50, gets to the far side, try to outrun everybody, gets to 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Averted disasters. It looked as if he was going to cough that one up, but instead the Redskins, which have just 2 first downs, are able to get a big score to narrow the gap when it looked as if they were wheezing here into halftime.
That is a huge, huge momentum changer for the Redskins right there. He found a great seam up along the left side of the field, and it ended up being a foot race there. Kicker number 71 could not get him at the end.
I think that was caught around the 20, so we'll call that a good 80-yard return for the first score of the year for the Redskins. And
that is exactly what they needed right there, Derek.
Gage Trickey is going to come in and try to make it a 10-point game. Deion Perry is holding. As the snap is low, he approaches and has this one missing wide to the right. So 17-6, Round Valley allows the score, but still up 11 with 3:33 to go. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on Night Talk 106.7 and NightTalk1067.com.
I chose MPC because it offers good quality education. Ultimately, I want to be a nurse anesthetist. This is the start to that path. And instructors want you to succeed, which is really helpful. I've learned a lot so far in just 1 semester. It's incredibly crazy how much I've learned. Northland Pioneer College is transforming my life by helping me achieve my goals in my career.
That is the scary thing about me, or about this.
17-6, Round Valley leading after Ira Tolis goes 80 yards, we're calling it, to get the first trip into the end zone for St. John's. And now the question becomes exactly what are they going to be able to do to slow down Owen Young?
Well, if you're Round Valley, you've got to feel real confident right now. At 3 minutes and 33 seconds, you're just going to put it in Young's hand and let him go run a 2-minute offense.
This Northland Pioneer College kickoff coming at you when it comes time to kick off your college education. Choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona. That's Northland Pioneer College. It looks as if St. John's is having a hard time getting the proper number of men on the field. Is Tricky now is content and ready to wind this up after he missed that extra point to make it an 11-point game. This one low and going to be booted over Ortiz's head, so a touchback. And this might be far and away the worst field position to start here for Round Valley. St. John's with 2 timeouts remaining and have already reminded that the Redskins are poised to receive the kick to start the second half. So with a little bit of momentum here, I mean, do you just consider yourself fortunate to go in by fewer than 3 scores? Or
well, I think your message from the Redskins defensive coordinator has got to be we need a stop right here, guys. We can't allow them to score again. Even if we just finish 17-6, we'll feel good about it and go into halftime. But you can't let them score here.
Young right now 7 of 10 for 141 yards and operating from the shotgun. He has Wiltbank standing to his right. He gets the call, and he is met at the line of scrimmage and hit hard and dropped for very little gain. Skousen there delivering the blow.
Now that's how you read a defensive play right there by Skousen. He just came right up and met Wiltbank head on.
Hogel now shuttling in, replacing Wiltbank, who that was his 9th carry for 86 yards. Round Valley taking a little bit extra time now as the clock approaches 3 minutes to play here in the second, leading 17-6. Second down, they're calling it 10 as Young from the gun drops back, now starts moving to the right. On the move, he throws this one to Ortiz, who has this one caught at the 30 and then steps out of bounds, but and we might have another 15 yards put on that one. As he right now has the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. The official standing right over the 30-yard line.
I honestly didn't see much there, Derek. I don't know if they're calling maybe helmet to helmet or something, or if they're, maybe mouth off to something.
Dead ball, personal foul against the defense.
Is that the third personal foul flag that St. John's has absorbed?
Yeah, they had the roughing the passer.
Dead ball after the play.
Maybe a pass interference, right?
Personal foul. Late hit by the defense.
They had
15-yard penalty, first down.
Scrimmage also. So that's 3 15-yard flags.
Sorry, yes, you're right. After the extra point there when they tried jumping over him, the unsportsmanlike.
So now Young has made good on all 4 of his last 4 passes. Ortiz now, with his third grab, has 44 yards on the evening. And Young, with that hot hand, 2 minutes and 52 seconds to go, leading 17-6. He's again working from the shotgun, 3-receiver set. And now there's some movement on the right side of the line.
It's a Trace and Merrill out there at the tight end.
Dead ball, movement on the offense.
Movement is the call.
That's what we call it on the mountains.
Is that what we call it? Because that can be taken a lot of different ways in a lot of different doctors' offices. 2:52 still to go. As it looked as if Owen Young was trying to change the play at the line of scrimmage, but it just took a little too long. 40-yard line now is the new scrimmage. As Wiltbank back in there, standing on Young's right. Again, 86 yards on 9 carries for the starting running back for the Elk. As this one, snap is had, handoff is again going to Wiltbank, trying to get to this near side, but a great tackle in the backfield as the stop is made by Spencer.
And honestly, if the Redskins can begin to do that, to tackle Wiltbank on first contact, we'll see this game change defensively for the Redskins. That's been one of their biggest problems, is they've gotten in the backfield, and Wiltbank's been able to put a stiff arm on him or just outrun a defender, and they haven't been able to get to him in that backfield.
He remains out there. He'll be on Young's left. 2 receivers coming to the near side. Lone man on the far side is Ortiz, and it looks as if Young, who's really liked to move the pocket in that direction, was not going to do so this time. Instead, throws it up and overthrown and incomplete, as the intended man was Merrill.
Oh, he had a chance to redeem himself for the false start earlier in the drive. Got to come up with that one.
Now, more interesting is this 2 minute and 4 second situation with the clock stopped and a passing down coming up. St. John's with 2 timeouts.
Well, if you're Round Valley, I think you just put it on the ground right here. You got to try to get some clock down.
Force them to use one of them before they get the ball back. A little bit of confusion about who's coming in and out of the huddle, as Kyron Clark is going to remain out there. And he'll split wide out with Ortiz on the right side. Young again from the shotgun, moving Wiltbank to his right side. Hamblin, the lone man, on the left as the ball is snapped low, but had pump fake. Now trying to get it to Hamblin, who had some separation, but it was just, again, a little bit overthrown and incomplete.
That was a great route by Hamblin. I was watching him as he's taking off down the sideline. He got number 3, the corner, out there to bite on it and started coming out. Young, one of the few errant throws we've seen out of him.
That is a tough pass.
That is.
For a high school kid to make, though. After a double move, a good move there from his receiver to try to get that separation. But, man, that is a tough thing. Dare I say even professional grade to try to put that where he's going to be, not where he is.
Oh, he's looked sharp all night, so why not continue to press the envelope for him?
First time that the Round Valley punting unit has been out, and a flag comes out as – what's all this?
Too many men on the field. They're out there counting people.
Just as long as there's not more movement.
Yeah.
Dead ball, illegal substitution, 12 men on the field.
Five-yard penalty. Make it 4th and a whole lot as I believe that is Tolis, or is that Nevin? Tolis is going to receive, as this one is
good punt.
Heading right for him. Tolis going to have to make first man miss.
Maybe a clip.
I don't see a flag down. If Tolis is going to be stood up at the 35. It certainly looked as if Hamlin was pushed in the back when he was on the approach, but I don't see any yellow.
Yeah, there ain't any hankies out there on the field. I think if you're a Elks fan, you've got a little bit of beef with the official again.
So a minute and 47 seconds to go, 65 yards separating St. John's, who was able to get on the board with an 80-yard kickoff return previously, and then got the defensive stops needed to have this opportunity with, let's not forget now, 2 timeouts after Round Valley was throwing incompletions to extend the half, you might say.
Well, and if you're the Redskins offense here, you have to take what the defense just gave you. They just gave you a gift to try to bring this game closer. You've got to take advantage.
Thomas just 2 for 7 for 8 yards as he has a low snap. It's on the ground, picks it up, now is going to chuck, and has this one somehow completed to Neffen, but Rivera there to cut him down after a short 3-yard gain, and they're going to need to go a little bit quicker than that.
Yeah, the clock continues to run here. We're going to be down probably around a minute when they take this next snap.
3 yards on that gain. That was Nevin's first reception. As they're huddled up and taking their time, and it doesn't look as if they have much of a sense of urgency. 70 seconds now as they've just now come to the line of scrimmage. Thomas from the shotgun has Tola standing on his right. Fake the handoff to him, looking to the left, has this one caught as Nevin has this one over the 45 and down to the 48 and has a first down, and there the timeout is taken. Round Valley right now playing some pretty intense prevent defense as credit Thomas for taking what it was being offered to him, but again, they got a long ways to go, and now just one timeout to use. No, they didn't call timeout.
Well, it seems like St. John's has not tried to go outside to their wide receivers much on the passing plays. They've been content to stay with the tight end, Nevin. So we'll see if they can stretch the field here a bit.
Perry and Rivera in single coverage here on the near side, but again, looking to the left is Thomas. Hit as he throws, and this one falling incomplete. Oh, and a flag comes out late. What on earth could this be?
And it was from the official on the far side, too. I don't know what he's seeing.
And thrown at the line of scrimmage. It looks like he's motioning toward a face mask, which seems as if this might be flagged against the Redskins.
Could be a big call right
now. Personal foul. Face mask on the defense on number 12, the quarterback. First down.
So when they hit Thomas, they're calling a face mask. That's Trace and Merrill again on the penalty.
So that a 15-yard penalty pushes this one deep into Round Valley territory to the 36. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. 30 seconds, still 2 timeouts at St. John's disposal. Thomas going to go into the shotgun with Afton Cox. And now Tolis, nope, he's not going to join him. He's just getting one last signal before he lines up in the slot. 17-6, Round Valley leading, but St. John's trying to end on a high note here in the first half. Is this
He's
one
got him.
Going toward?
Yeah, it's going to be
Gage Heap, but he was contacted before the ball arrived, and another flag is thrown.
I don't know, Derek. That looked like pretty good pass coverage right there by Ortiz.
I think that's a good call.
He might have been there a little early.
We may get a replay. They're already signaling pass interference.
Pass interference on the defense, 15-yard penalty.
So there's
first down.
30 yards of penalty that have been rather generously offered by the Elk defense. We don't get that. Ooh, the fans here are getting heated. Approaching the red zone. 25 seconds left and 2 timeouts to work with. 17-6, Round Valley lead, though. It's becoming a little bit more perilous. This is a shotgun snap had by Thomas. Pressure, runs away from it up the middle, but he bumps into contact. Now still on his feet as he gets back toward the line of scrimmage, but will be dropped for a loss. And there's the first timeout taken.
Well, honestly.
Timeout, St. John's.
what this will do for him, Derek, is center the ball up at the very least. So even if now you just run the ball up the middle, if you're St. John's, you can bring your field goal unit out.
I think they got to throw it, don't they?
Well, they'll try to throw it, I think, initially maybe.
But that has turned into the best offense as they were looking as if they were stalling a little bit, settling to go underneath with passes completed between Thomas and Slade Nevin. And Round Valley just trying to make sure everything stays in front of them, as it ought. But a face mask, 15 yards. Pass interference, 15 yards. Round Valley's coaching staff right now voicing displeasure with those, at least one of those two flags. And like I said, I thought that was a pretty good call as who was that, Ortiz that was there on the defense?
Ortiz on the
I thought he got
interference.
there a little bit early. All I'm saying is if that's my receiver, I want that flag.
For sure. And like what you said, the Round Valley coach is out there telling him it wasn't. So.
Yep.
And it's the beauty of sports, right?
All of our lenses are rose-colored.
Well, here we go. This is going to be an interesting 17 seconds to finish out the game here.
2nd and 11. Now, they don't have to go into the end zone, but they only have one timeout left, and you'd think that they want to make sure that they can hang on to that if they need to get the field goal unit out there.
And in watching the Redskins kicker in pregame, 20 yards, 25-yard yard line, he was pretty consistent through the uprights. So
empty backfield with Thomas using the shotgun. Short drop, trying to set up a screen. Had by Perry as he's going to look to throw this one. Now throws it toward the end zone, and it's caught at the goal line and into the end zone for the score. Nevin with his 3rd reception. Perry with the touchdown pass from 22 yards out.
That was actually 28 Tolis, not Nevin on the catch. But what a throw and athletic move by Perry, who we originally thought was going to be the quarterback tonight, coming up with the huge play for the Redskins. Eluded a Round Valley defender here. We'll see what we've got on the replay here.
And it looks as if the Redskins are going to go for 2, having missed the extra point after the long Tullis run into the end zone to get the first touchdown. Tullis, who hasn't been able to generate much offense from scrimmage off the ground game, which you would expect from him, is really making an impact in a variety of other ways. So 17-12, 7 seconds left, and Thomas going under center, split backs behind him. And a flag comes out.
Delay a game.
Delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
Coach Morgan, you are not happy about that. Now you go from 2 yards to 7 yards needing to get the 2-point conversion here.
It took so long to get that play off the sideline, though. I don't know where else the blame may fall. As Coach Morgan watched his team fall down 17-0, but in relative short order has been able to make this one a very interesting second half, if absolutely nothing else.
Redskins have got a lot of guys out on the field. There's a little bit of confusion here again.
All right, offset eye as Bushman is back. Instead, Thomas is going to drop it back and try to go toward the near side where Heap was the intended man, but incomplete. So 17-12. And 7 seconds remaining here in the first half in what has turned into an incredibly eventful second half. Don't think there's enough time for Round Valley to do anything outside of having a tremendous return. Wilbank had one of those, but even then it got out to the 37-yard line, and I don't know if Young's got that kind of juice.
He's made some impressive throws, but I'm not sure he's got 50 yards in him. Although I wouldn't mind to see. Now, this is honestly the beauty about rivalry games, isn't it, Derek? You get Round Valley up early. You think it might just turn into a rout the way Young's playing, and then that big shift of momentum with the kickoff return, a good defensive stop, and then the Redskins go down and punch it into the end zone.
Well, and the 2 huge penalties.
Yes.
Round Valley also whistled for the personal foul and pass interference flag that really set that up.
Well, and if you're Coach Morgan, you don't win 336 games by playing it safe, like I was saying, right? Like playing for the field goal.
Tricky, gonna Looks like Round Valley expecting this one to be squibbed. As this one, kicked deep and heading right toward Ortiz as he's got it at the goal line. Now looking for some blockers as he steps along the near hash as he gets over the 30.
Tackle.
Now trying to get some speed out as he goes to the 40, and that will be the way it ends. They're not going to have time to get a play off, but another huge return by the Round Valley Elk to reclaim a little bit of the momentum, but St. John scores 12 straight after Round Valley starts it with 17 unanswered. And we'll go into the locker room with the Elk leading 17-12, but a much different ball game than it looked as if the first 19 minutes were going to provide for us. 17-12, Round Valley leading. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football at Night Talk 106.7 and 96.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
I chose Northland Pioneer College because it's close to where I live. My instructor taught me how to build a foundation and framing and use different tools that I haven't used. There's always been work everywhere. I want to get educated and start from the bottom and learn how to find myself and what I can do. MPC is transforming my life.
I chose Northland Pioneer College because their prices were affordable. I've learned everything about the hair, skin, and nails. I've gained confidence in what I'm doing, so I'll be successful when I get out in the salon. This is an industry where I'll always have a job, and a job where I can express my creativity and make my own hours. I have transformed my life by coming to NPC.
I really wanted to work with robotics. When you come here, you have to act mature and meet deadlines. It's going to help me and my associates, in which I'll be a step closer in college. I'm going to have to apply these skills to the workforce. My ultimate career goal would be to be a mechanical engineer. MPC is transforming my life.
I chose MPC because it offers good quality education. Ultimately, I want to be a nurse anesthetist. This is the start to that path. And instructors want you to succeed, which is really helpful. I've learned a lot so far in just one semester. It's incredibly crazy how much I've learned. Northland Pioneer College is transforming my life by helping me achieve my goals in my career.
I chose welding because there's always going to be a job and you can go so many different directions within it. The professors helped me so much with getting my skill level up to where it needs to be and helping me progress in the ways that I want to. It teaches you really to be job ready, having a good attitude, and still working hard. NPC has transformed my life by giving me a skill and a trade that I can take with me wherever I go.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right, not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation for Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
I chose North Lane Pioneer College because it's close to where I live. My instructor taught me how to build a foundation and framing and use different tools that I haven't used. There's always been work everywhere. I want to get educated and start from the bottom and learn how to find myself and what I can do. NPC's transforming my life.
I really wanted to work with robotics. When you come here, you have to act mature and meet deadlines. It's going to help me and my associates, in which I'll be a step closer in college. I'm going to have to apply these skills to the workforce. My ultimate career goal would be to be a mechanical engineer. NPC is transforming my life.
I chose NPC because it offers good quality education. Ultimately, I want to be a nurse anesthetist. This is the start to that path. And instructors want you to succeed, which is really helpful. I've learned a lot so far in just one semester. It's kind of crazy how much I've learned. Northland Pioneer College is transforming my life by helping me achieve my goals in my career.
I chose welding because there's always going to be a job and you can go so many different directions within it. The professors helped me so much with getting my skill level up to where it needs to be and helping me progress in ways that I want to. It teaches you really to be job ready, having a good attitude, and still working hard. NPC has transformed my life by giving me a skill and a trade that I can take with me wherever I go.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right, not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
70-12, Round Valley leading in the October opener for both of these teams, and it looked as if the Elk were firmly in control, scored the first 17 points, and really it was a conversation more about opportunities lost, but after 12 straight scored by St. John's, the conversation kind of turns to how big are the points that Round Valley left on board. Just to give you a quick refresher, had an interception thrown in the red zone. That looked like it was surely going to be points. Got inside the 2-yard line, had to settle for a field goal. Right there, that at the very least, you could look at that as a potential 7-point swing. And at the time, it didn't seem as if it was going to be that big of a deal because Round Valley's defense had completely stifled the Redskins. But 2 huge penalties in the final drive for St. John's sets up a trick play with Dion Perry taking a swing pass, and then going to Ira Tullis, was 22 yards out and got the score to make it 17-12. The only blemishes on the last few minutes for the Redskins were a missed extra point and then a missed 2-point opportunity. But, Abe, where do you think the momentum is lying? Round Valley, because it has the body of work that suggests that they're really kind of in control, even though the scoreboard suggests otherwise at this point, or putting those 2 scores up for the Redskins?
I think in a rivalry game, whoever had the biggest plays is where the momentum tends to lie. And honestly, the Redskins, with that kickoff return and scoring there at the end of the half, I think you got to say the Redskins have the momentum right now. Now, Round Valley can come back out and seize it just like what they did and dominate this half and come away with a win. But the Redskins have to feel good that they're in this ballgame, especially in a rivalry situation.
Got to talk about Owen Young, who has really done all that he could to try to get this lead up for the Elk. At the half, beg your pardon, at the half, he has missed on just 4 of 13 passes. That includes an interception. I beg your pardon, 5. So he's 9 of 13 with 8 of 13. I don't do math.
We're
With
just
2 scores and
announcers.
151 yards. But he has thrown some very good balls. Even some of his incompletions have demonstrated exactly how sharp he is as a quarterback. And Seth Wiltbank, 10 carries for 86 yards. That includes a 26-yard runner and a 35-yard. On the other side of it for St. John's, there's not quite as much offense to discuss. Ira Tolis has gone 7 carries for just 11 yards, though he does have 2 catches, including the 22-yard score. And James Thomas has had a hard time getting going in his first game as a starter. Just 3 for 9 for 21 yards. But the Redskins are going to get the ball, and they've been successful on their last 2 possessions. So it's a big series here coming up for the Round Valley defense. And we will have it for you right after this. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports.
17-12, Round Valley leading. The Elk, the 2019 2A state champions. Mike Morgan right now, the head coach for the St. John's Redskins, tied with Paul Morrow for the all-time victories in the state of Arizona's history. And had this been a conversation prior to the last 3 minutes, it didn't seem as if it was going to have much of a chance of trying to bust through that ceiling. But times have changed after an 80-yard kickoff return and then a couple of penalties that set up the Redskins. Now, I'm sorry for pausing here. I'm a little bit confused because they just put 3 minutes back on the clock. But St. John's has said
referees are moving them back off to the sideline.
We're ready to go. I mean, both teams had come out with well over 3 minutes to go on the clock, and it seemed as if they didn't need these 3 minutes to do any sort of warm-up activities.
They just enjoy hearing you, Derek.
Is that
they
it?
wanted you to speak a little bit more.
Well, I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know what they're trying to do here. You've got a couple officials walking to one side of the field, and the other 2 are down here on this side.
Well, let's set it up here with the Redskins going to receive this kick. At times, it seemed as if they were having a lot of success keeping it in the box. At times, it seems they've had some success trying to kick Thomas out while he's keeping it on the ground. Have not really been able to generate a lot with the passing.
Yeah.
So if you were trying to script something to try to continue to maintain this momentum, what would you have drawn up?
Well, I like what we've said all game. I like the Redskins running the ball up the middle, chewing some clock. You keep the ball out of Owen Young's hands and out of Wilt Banks' hands on the other side for the offense for the Elks. If I'm Coach Morgan, I feel like that's where you've got to go. But I also don't have 336 wins under my belt. And at the end of the first half, I thought play for the field goal, and he ran a trick play and got a touchdown. So, what do I know about anything?
Don't cut yourself that short. It looks like we are going to go ahead and get it started quickly. This Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it comes to kick off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona. That is Northland Pioneer College. Tullis is lining up on the near hash as he's walking back towards his 10. Perry is opposite him. Number 71 is going to kick it away for the Elk as they got 12 minutes on the clock. Powerman 5000 is throwing it back here at the Dome. And a 17-12 start here to the second half of action.
And here we go. This is going to be, last time this happened, we saw a kickoff return.
Trying to keep it away from Tullis as this is angling toward Perry. He retreats and has this one at the 10. Starts angling toward his left, looking for some blockers as he comes all the way over to the 25 before he's spilled at the 30. But a good 20-yard return. And Kyron Clark there able to prevent that from going any further. But this is a pretty good way to start it off after a pretty good way of ending the first half for the Redskins.
Well, getting the ball at the 30-yard line might be some of their better field position of the game so far as well.
Thomas already talked about this, but 4 for 9, 21 yards. One of his receptions went backwards for a 2-yard loss.
But it looks like they're keeping Nevin in the backfield, too. That was some success for the Redskins at the end of that first half as well.
Bushman now moves up on the line, and a handoff goes to Nevin as he tries to find some room. Can't get anything going as he stops short of the line, and something was thrown out of the stands on that first play. Cisco with the stop. Nevin, who had a really big hand in everything that was going on in that final drive for the Redskins, but can't get it going in forward motion as it's now 2nd and 11 here in the early goings of the third quarter. 17 straight scored by Round Valley to start the ball game, 12 unanswered now and ongoing for the Redskins, trying to continue to capitalize and also trying to keep it in the box there with that little counterplay. 2 players going in and out of the huddle as hustling back to try to get the play in is Gage Heap. Now quickly to the line of scrimmage, maybe running out of time. Thomas with a quick shotgun snap, looking to the right, has this one nearly intercepted, but it's going to go over the defender and right to Heap. 6-yard gain on that one.
Just
That's
a good
Heap's
little
first
butt
reception.
hook out there by Gage Heap, making the throw easy for Thomas. But like what you said, the Round Valley right on the fingertips of almost getting an interception there.
Push it out to the 36-yard line. It's 3rd down and 4. And this feels like a bigger defensive play for the Elk, potentially, than for the Redskins offense, as they have Tolis in the backfield on Thomas's left. Shotgun snap, fake to give, moves to his right. Now he's going to try to tuck and run for it. It runs over a tackler, falls over the 40, and should have a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. It's all going to depend upon the spot, and they got it right at the 40.
Yeah, they're moving the chains there.
And move them.
Good hard run by Thomas right there.
That was just a matter of physics.
Yeah, didn't have anything downfield and lowered his shoulder and got that extra yard that he needed for the first down.
Pretty big dude there is Thomas, the junior signal caller.
Yeah.
And when he starts going downhill, I've talked a little bit about the size advantage that it seems as if St. John's has offensively. Now still trailing 17-12, but moving the chains. 9 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the third quarter, and Thomas this time in the pistol set. Handed off to Tolis, makes a man miss to go over the 40, and then falls forward to the 43, 3-yard gain, and it's kind of turning into that whole cloud of dust scenario for the Redskins.
And once again, looks like the offensive line got a good push there by the Redskins, and keeping Round Valley out of that backfield, let on Tolis take the ball up the middle for an easy 4-yard gain.
Hogel had the stop, 2nd down, 7. Again with the pistol formation. Tolis again in the backfield as he again gets the call, but this time he stopped at the line of scrimmage and even dropped for a short loss.
Well, from our vantage point right there, Derek, it looked like if he had cut back up to the left, he had a lane. He just sort of ran right into where all the blockers and defenders were standing.
Hogel and Romero there on the stop, and this is really where St. John's offense has struggled. 3rd down and long. Round Valley on the last defensive series, though, was very generous with a couple of 15-yard flags as there's trips coming to the left, single man on the right. Thomas winds
going
up, going over to Rivera, who has that one intercepted, but it falls right back into the waiting arms. Who is that? Case Heap there with the catch after it looked as if Rivera had the interception.
Oh, poor Rowdy. He had it in his hands, and it fell out right to the Redskins receiver for the catch.
30-yard gain. Thomas doubles his production through the air as Case Heap has his first catch and into Round Valley territory after it looked as if Rivera had taken the ball back. Instead, 12 unanswered and again counting with 8 minutes and 14 seconds to play here in the third. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down, moves it into Elk territory as Thomas from the shotgun, pressured, throws right into it as he's able to get that to Nevin, makes a man miss to get over the 20 and then push down at the 13.
Well, great play execution right there. The Elks brought the blitz off the end, leaving one-on-one coverage with Nevin up the middle, makes a good catch, makes a guy miss, and goes and bulldozes his way up there close to the 10-yard line.
Into the red zone now after that huge play when it looked like Rivera had the interception. Instead, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down, clock under 8 minutes to go, and trying to take the lead are the Redskins. Again with trips going to the right side. Low snap, picked up and handed off to Tolis, who's again stood up at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Maybe one.
Ooh. Round Valley came away with the ball there. They must have already blown the play dead, I guess.
I think he was stopped.
Yeah, it looked like maybe they had stood him up. And
Rowdy Rivera has been in single coverage throughout the evening and looked like he had just turned the game back toward the Elk, but couldn't haul it in and then credit Heap for never giving up on the play to have the big reception, and now 2nd down and 8 on the Round Valley 13. Thomas drops back, looking to the right the whole way, and this time it's nearly picked and finally brought down by Ortiz. Wrapped up immediately, but still on his feet, is able to fight his way out for about an additional 5 yards to get some separation from the end zone. But there is the interception that was nearly had earlier. This time Ortiz hauls it in.
Well, Bushman was laying on the ground right there. I didn't see if he slipped, Eric, or if he got pushed or what. He was pleading to the referee that he got pushed, but I couldn't quite tell on that replay. But he was on the ground regardless. I think that's where Thomas was going.
Thomas hasn't really been pressured much, but it looked like he kind of panicked there as he had to go through his progressions, and that was essentially into double coverage. There's some safety help over the top, and that was again going to be a pretty tough throw. As Owen Young, 8 of 13 for 151 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Got the referee checking out. Is that Ortiz, number 5? Not quite sure what he's looking at there. Is Funaki back out there now too?
Got Merrill instead as the handoff is going to Wiltbank, trying to bounce this one to the right side, spun around, and now having to hang on to the football as Thomas was able to bring him down and nearly strip it away.
Well, and that's been one of our keys, I think, as we've watched this game progress, getting to Wiltbank initially and then bringing him down on that initial tackle like what Thomas just did right there. That's one of the keys we're going to have to look for here in the second half.
3 yards, now 89 yards on 11 carries for Wiltbank. As Hamblin's going to split wide to the left. 3 receivers close to the line just off of it. And going under center is Young. Doesn't do this an awful lot. Deep back is Wiltbank. Fake the handoff to Ortiz. No, they give it to Ortiz, who's brought down for a loss, but a flag is down on the 15. Skousen was there at the stop, but hold the phone. Is that motion?
Movement.
Movement.
Well, get the call here.
Holding.
Oh, holding.
Wow. Oh, that's big.
That is going to push them back inside the 10. And, really, from that middle linebacker spot, Skousen has been a disruptor on defense for the Redskins. When he's able to get penetration and get through that offensive line, he's accounted for a lot of the big defensive stops.
Holding on Black. Repeat the down.
2nd down. Now they're going to call it 16. Back into the shotgun goes Young, moving Wiltbank from his right to his left. Same formation. This time, though, Rivera's the lone man split wide left. Fake the handoff, Wiltbank dropping back into the end zone, trying to come to the cross pattern, looking for Merrill, but it's incomplete, and a flag comes out.
They might have some offensive or some defensive pass interference here. It looked like.
I think it's formation.
Was it a formation call again?
Well, there's another flag over there. Yeah, it looks like a formation situation. So Round Valley.
Legal formation, too many men in the backfield. Penalty is declined. 3rd down.
Why would you not want him inside the 5 right there if you're the Redskins?
I think they're like 3rd and 16.
Well, he called it 2nd. If it is 3rd down, then I see it.
They took the play, did St. John's. So, short drop, trying to go into single coverage here, looking for Hamblin. He's got some space. This one called in the 35 and pushed out of bounds at the 39.
Another beautiful ball by Owen Young.
Big 33-yard pickup on 3rd and 16.
Well, and there's that Owen Young to Hamblin connection again. We've seen that play a few times now where they run that post to the sideline. It's been successful. Keep going back to it.
Mount Mobile Auto Glass 1st down, moves it out to the Round Valley 38, 6 minutes and 1 second left in the 3rd quarter, and the Elk now away from the shadows of the end zone, leading 17-12 after that huge pickup as Owen Young's now approaching 200 yards on the day. Third catch for Hamblin. That's good for 84 yards. Same formation, though. Rivera now split wide to the left again. Man in motion going right to left. Fake the handoff to Wiltbank, but Young is going to keep it, trying to run up to the near side where he puts a shoulder down, runs over a man at the 40, and then gets down to the 45. But I don't know if I want my gunslinging quarterback taking too many of those.
Oh, that was some good gang tackling right there by the Redskins. Thomas, Patterson, and was that number 20 out there as well? Yeah, maybe Maneri, Jordan Maneri. Is that the first time? Or is that Tolis out there, 28 that I'm seeing?
Tolis.
Sorry, Tolis.
Gain of 8. 2nd and 2. Hamblin back out, and again going to be in single coverage with Tolis. Not a lot of help out in that direction as Young from the shotgun takes the snap and starts rolling in that direction. Now he's going to again call his own number, runs over the 45, gets into St. John's territory at the 50, and then falls down at the 47.
Well, this is a wrinkle to the offense that we did not see in the first half there, Derek, where they're taking that quarterback, sprinting him out, and giving him the option to run. Well, it looks like we maybe have an injury on the...
Carter Williams is in an awful lot of discomfort. That Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down moves the chains into St. John's territory. Round Valley has the football and the lead, 17-12. And we're going to give Williams a moment of privacy. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
We're not going to speculate on what was hobbling Williams, but he was not confident on his right leg. And have to keep an eye out and see if he's able to return. Is Round Valley right now huddled up near its sideline, having to go out toward the center of the field, having pushed the ball into Redskins territory. 33-yard pass on 3rd and 16 from Owen Young preserved the drive, and then Young just ran it twice to pick up the first down. Now there's an empty backfield. Pressured as he's going to the far side where he's trying to find Wiltbank, who elevates to try to catch it at the sideline, but Tullis brings him down before he's able to get his hands on it. But back over here in the pocket, another roughing the passer flag is being thrown against one of the Redskins. Well, the official had his microphone on and has now turned it off. And now I'm worried
he's going to turn it back on.
Number 53 hit him in the back way after the pass is thrown.
So Skousen whistled for that personal foul.
Hey, thanks.
Well, we're going to listen to the referee for the rest of the game, I think. Well, big call right there. Skousen's been in the backfield a lot. He's that real aggressive middle linebacker, but could not let off there at the end there.
All right, that Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down moves it to the St. John's 32, 17-12. Round Valley with the lead. Man in motion, going to the right, to the left. Fake the handoff to Ortiz. Instead, it's going to Mortensen, who's going to cut it back to the right side. He's over the 25-20, and then toward the sideline where he's brought down in the red zone for another Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down.
Another great call by the offensive coordinator for the Elks. That misdirection has been successful in the right moments today for him.
Push this down to the 16 after a 17-yard gain from Casey Mortensen. Round Valley has had a hard time converting in the red zone. 4:45 to go here in the third quarter, and just a 5-point lead, trying to snap 12 straight points scored by St. John's. Wiltbank standing on Young's left. 3 receivers bunched up to the right of the line. Single man outside is Hamblin, but instead, no, they're going to fake the give. Throw this back out to Hamblin, who's going to run away from Tullis and now have a seam to get to the far sideline where he's finally tracked down by Heap at the 10. That was nearly busted because Tullis couldn't bring him down, but credit Hamblin for fighting through it. And Williams is coming back out. Looked like he's heavily taped on that right side, and okay.
Good for Cutter, because that, like what you had said, he hobbled off, not very comfortable on that right leg.
190 yards and 90 yards for Hamblin. Hogel's coming in to operate as the running back. Hamblin again going split wide left, this time matched up with Perry. Young from the shotgun, facing second down and 4, but a flag comes out, and this might have taken too long. No, we got a substitution infraction against, I think, St. John's.
Do they have
Dead ball. Too many men on the field. Legal substitution.
We heard substitution.
St. John's, too many on the field.
5 yards.
5 yards being marked off against the Redskins, so another big penalty. This one giving them another Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down, pushing it down to the 5. First and goal for Round Valley. Their first possession in the second half, operating much as had the first possession in the ball game where they stalled inside the 5.
Well, Mortensen's back out there running back. We'll see if they run any misdirection again.
Fake the handoff. Young rolling to his right. He's got a man at the end zone, and it's caught. It's Ortiz for a touchdown.
Well, once again, fake the handoff and roll out Young. He's thrown well while he's on the run. Ortiz getting great separation there off of number 3, Gage Heap. Just couldn't quite close the distance.
That's
break up that pass.
Ortiz's 4th reception, his 2nd touchdown, 49 yards, but he's been money when they needed him. And now a 23-12 score with number 71 coming out to try to get another extra point up and in, and he does so. 24-12, Round Valley leading with 3 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Well, the scoring effort from Round Valley ends as it had begun with Jovan Ortiz, who had ended St. John's threat by picking one off inside the 10, then gets it into the end zone 5 yards out for his second score. And that feels awfully big because outside of that most recent possession from the Redskins, the offense has been hard to come by for St. John's. They're going to go back and say, Palmer, what about that last drive in the second quarter? But, dude, that had 2 15-yard flags thrown. It really helped them out.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Bell for the Elks, you're probably coming out going, well, wait, where's our defensive stop? We just talked about this in the locker room. They had to wait until inside the 5-yard line to get it, and then the offense responded as they have all day.
Squibber is going to be kept away from Tolis, but still he's able to get his hands on it at the 30, spins away from somebody at the 35.
Ball's on the ground.
Loose. And recovered by St. John's.
Tolis trying to make a play. Gage Heap came up with it there, huh?
Yes.
Johnny on the spot. No pun intended for St. John's.
James Thomas coming out, who has watched his drive end off of an interception which had nearly been thrown when Rivera looked like he had 2 hands on a pick, but wound up instead being taken away by Case Heap. So a very eventful opening drive to the third quarter, but no points to show for it. Now here come the Redskins needing to get something on the board here, trailing 12 with 3:32 to go here in the third. 2 backs in the backfield with Thomas, who's going to go Nevin, who tries to go over the right side, but is going to run into an awful lot of black and gold, pick up 2 yards, but nothing more.
Well, once again, trying to start the offense by going right up the middle with Big Nevin there.
Again, trying to go from the left to the right as well. But Round Valley looking a little bit more stout on that front.
And the Redskins even brought over a man in motion to try to get some extra blockers in there and just couldn't make it happen.
Tolis, alone man in the backfield as Thomas again operating from the shotgun. Drops back and now looking to go toward Perry, who's got some space and
pass interference.
There's the
yeah,
flag.
He was grabbing his jersey.
Rivera had a handful of jersey, and he was behaving as a DB who knew he was beat. Yes, he did.
Yeah, as we're watching that, as I was watching that ball in the air, you could see Hamlin grab onto the back of his jersey, and that's all it took for the official to throw the flag.
Defensive pass interference. First down.
So push it out 15 yards, and a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. 2:45 to go in the third quarter, 24-12. Round Valley leading, but again making St. John's the benefactor after some miscues. Tolis is in the backfield, but again operating as blocker as Thomas rolls it to the right side, finds Nevin into Round Valley territory. And now St. John's sideline asking where a late hit flag is. But I think that was pretty bang-bang right around when he was still in bounds.
Yeah, number 4 Hamlin just coming in and laying the wood on Nevin.
Make that.
Well, they even marked him back a little bit further, it looks like, too, Derek. I thought that maybe he got up there closer to the first down.
This is going to go as a 6-yard gain. 4th reception for Nevin. He has
come out of the ball game here.
He might be a little bit stung.
He took a shot right there by Hamlin.
But here's the Redskins with an opportunity in a much more manageable 2nd and 5. And again, right into Round Valley territory, where the previous drive had ended. Thomas with Tullis on his left, instead going to pull it and to try to get a little bit of space. Runs through one arm tackle before he dives over the 40 and is going to be a yard short of the first down.
Good little move by Thomas there. It looked like he was keeping the option of throwing the ball until almost the very last moment, and that kept the Round Valley defenders off balance, and he was able to get a good little pickup there. Bring it 3rd and short.
A very unkind spot. 3rd down and 2, when it looked like he was going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of a yard short. About a minute and a half left here in the third quarter, and the Redskins trying to answer after Round Valley was able to score after the interception that started this. Going under center is Thomas, Tolis behind him. Gets the call, trying to find a little bit of space, steps around one man and is able to fall forward and have a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down.
Yeah, good little vision right there by Tolis. He made just that one little slide step of a move that was able to get him those 2 yards that they needed. Here comes Nevin back into the ball game. We'll see maybe if we see a pass downfield to him.
It has seemed as if the best sequences for St. John's is using these big backs to get everybody pinched into the middle and then just kick Thomas on the outside. As he is going to work from the shotgun. Tolis is in the backfield with him. I lost track of Nevin as they fake the handoff to Tolis. Well, there's Nevin right there, but it's instead picked off. It's Ortiz as he's got all sorts of space. One man to beat as he's along the far sideline. Cuts it back as he's trying to get now back toward the middle, but runs out of gas as he's tracked down by Overson.
Well, Derek, we called it. They were trying to go to Nevin. Just a overthrown ball out to the flat. And there's Ortiz sitting and waiting. Picks off the pass and goes all the way inside the 5-yard line. Good hustle by the St. John's defender, Overson, to get back.
Brady Overson never gave up on that one. So, outrunning a guy who's been all over the field. It looked as if Ortiz had just started running out of a little bit of gas, but Overson's been grinding on both sides of the ball. So both guys trying to find pay dirt is now back out there inside the 5 as the handoff goes to Wiltbank, trying to go over the left side, falls toward the goal line, but looks like he's down inside the 1.
Well, we talk about momentum, and we opened up this second half talking about it. St. John's driving in their 2 drives so far this second half, both ending in picks. That's those are huge shifts in momentum in this ball game right now.
Ball is inside the 1 as Wiltbank comes out, Hogel in. And the officials trying to blow this thing dead before, and I think we got another substitution infraction.
Please reset the clock to 22 seconds.
22 seconds.
22 seconds on the clock.
Now St. John's
reset the clock to 22 seconds.
Timeout will be taken by Round Valley. 24-12, the Elk lead. 22 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It's Shoulder Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
I really wanted to work with robotics. When you come here, you have to act mature and meet deadlines. It's going to help me and my associates, in which I'll be a step closer in college. I'm going to have to apply these skills to the workforce. My ultimate career goal would be to be a mechanical engineer. MPC is transforming my life.
Second and goal after Wiltbank was stopped shy of the goal line. Young, who is good for all 3 of his passes here in the second half. They have generated 44 yards of offense. That includes a touchdown. Oh, now what?
Is it not a long enough timeout break or something?
I'm not sure what's the haps. The officials haven't signaled anything. But in any event, it looks as if even after the timeout, Hogel is going to operate as the Round Valley running back.
Well, this would put Round Valley up 30 to 12, pending the extra point, 31-12, with 1 quarter to play. If you're the Redskins, your opportunities have gone awry here in this third quarter. Unfortunately, they've had some good drives, just ending in picks.
And that's what's the most unfortunate element of it all, is that they've been able to get the ball twice, and one time deep into Round Valley territory, but 2 interceptions, both from Jovan Ortiz. And this is potentially about to be put on its ear. Hogel again waiting to be the deep back as Young is set to go under center. This might be a situation where you're just going to keep it with the big fella, and that's what looks like is happening as he runs right up his center's back, and no signal, but now he's into the end zone for the score. Touchdown, Round Valley.
Well, now Young's done a little bit of everything on the night, right, Derek? 3 touchdown passes, or just 2? 2 or 3?
No, 3 touchdowns, and that one on the ground.
Yeah, so 3 total touchdowns for the young man. He's having himself a good game. Coming in as a junior, first game as a starter, correct?
Yeah. 71 in to do the extra point duties as it's held by Hamblin. The kick is away, and it's good. 31-12 now, Round Valley leading. 18 seconds here in the third quarter. It's Shoulder Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
I chose Northland Pioneer College because it's close to where I live. My instructor taught me how to build a foundation and framing and use different tools I haven't used. There's always been work everywhere. I want to get educated and start from the bottom and learn how to find myself and what I can do. MPC's transforming my life.
31-12 now, Round Valley leading, as the previous effort was a squibber, and it was not by number 71. Trying to keep it away, beg your pardon, trying to keep it away from Tullis, but it was instead Dion Perry who had a pretty good return. As his name is Perez, and he's angling this one toward Perry, but it's instead taken by Gage Heap, who's going to try to get to the far sideline, but instead brought down at the 35 by Slade. 13 seconds now left in this third quarter, which has been quite eventful. 2 interceptions thrown by James Thomas, and they've ended in 2 scores by Round Valley, which has really provided the Elk with all of their separation.
Well, the first interception didn't result in a great field position, but Round Valley was able to.
We have a sideline warning on St. John's. 5 guys were in the box. He's trying to run down. He can get hurt. Please stay out of the 2-yard belt.
So sideline warning. Guess we got all that.
With a 100-word explanation. Thomas back out. He has Bushman and Tullis on either side. 2 receivers split wide to the right. Perry, the single man on the left. Handoff is fake to Tullis, but surrounded in the backfield is Thomas, and that should be the way the third quarter ends. 31-12, Round Valley in command after 2 interceptions and subsequent touchdowns here in the third. Got the final quarter coming up for you. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Going to kick off the fourth quarter here. Northland Pioneer College is the place to go when you're looking to kick off your college education. They got the lowest tuition in Arizona. Northland Pioneer College kicking off this fourth, which feels as if the game might be hinging upon these next couple of plays. Not bad field position for St. John's, but with Round Valley now having its offense again firing on all cylinders, just 12 minutes separating the Redskins from an opening loss. It might be 4-down territory here because they got to do something to try to get a jolt.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a critical drive. If they don't punch it in here, that clock's just going to continue to become their enemy.
Thomas going under center, offset eye behind him. Heap, the lone man, split wide on the right as the handoff is coming to Nevin, who's trying to get to the right side, but he's brought down by a trio of Elk. That's actually Tullis, who is met first by Hogel and Earhart.
Well, big old Nick Patterson was pulling on that play and just blew up a defender, but once again, Round Valley with their gang-style tackling, just swarming the runner.
Tullis having to come out as he's being replaced by Afton Cox. But this is a big down here, and arguably their best playmaker is not available as Thomas, again working under center, fake the handoff. Perry starts moving to his left, now going to unleash as the pass was behind his intended receiver and no flags because of it. Looking to try to get it to Nevin, but it was uncatchable. And now setting up 4th and 11, and I guess we'll find out where our speculation landed. If this is 4-down territory with 11 minutes and 9 seconds to go, trailing 31-12. It would give the ball over to Round Valley with superb field position.
Yeah, it looks like Patterson's stepping back there to go kick the ball away to the Elks.
And Hamblin believes it as he's now walking back between his 40 and 35-yard lines. Everything looks very conventional for the Redskins. If you're thinking this might be faked. Oh, and it's blocked.
Hit his own player, I think.
And it's going to be fallen upon by one of the Elk. Are you sure about that? I thought Mortensen got a hand on it.
I think it hit the up back, Derek, is what it did. We can.
Well, we couldn't see it.
Well, you stick with your story, I'll stick with mine.
Casey Mortensen, you're the man.
Number 9, you got in the way.
11:03 as Round Valley taking over on the St. John's 36. The Elk have scored on both of the possessions that they've had here in the second half. The one, though, most recently started inside the 5. Young, who's been hot, hands off Wilt Bank, trying to come from the left to the right. Nearly through, but he's instead going to be spun down as he goes over the 35 by Skousen.
Yeah, their leader on defense right there. Skousen meeting them from the middle linebacker position. And if you're Round Valley, you're content to just give the ball to Wilbank here and let him rack up his stats and bleed that clock out until you see triple zeros on the clock.
He's approaching the century mark on just 13 carries. Clock.
Wilbank checking out.
Running as Wilbank comes out. Mortensen, who may or may not have just blocked a punt, is coming in to operate as the running back. Round Valley trying to take as much off of the clock as possible as the Malaman comes in motion. Handoff is instead going to be to Mortensen. Cuts right up the middle as he's got the first down, but a flag comes out, thrown by the umpire, and that usually means there's somebody was holding.
I think that's what I saw from the far referee there.
Round Valley seems to understand. And that is indeed the call.
We'll await the call here from the official.
Number 56. Number 56. Holding.
All right.
It's the first game for all of us.
He left his mic on.
Number 56 holding.
Hang on.
All right, so Markov 10 yards, second down and 19 as Young under center, fakes the handoff, starts rolling to his left. He's got a man open,
it's picked.
and it's picked off. No, he was out of bounds. Tolis had two hands on it, but he's out of bounds.
Great effort by Tolis. Hamblin was wide open over there. Tolis just got on his.
Camden Smith looking awfully nimble.
Oh, what an effort by Tolis. You've got to really commend his effort tonight. He's done almost everything here for the Redskins.
Tolis couldn't get the interception, but I want to know if Camden got the shot.
Yeah.
Forearm, shiver.
Third down and 19 now. Everybody looking a little bit worn out. That was underthrown by Young. 9:54 to go here in the fourth quarter. First game back after a really long layoff. Hogel again in the backfield. Standing on Young's left. Fake the handoff to him. Now all sorts of movement. Is Young going to throw it instead to a wide open man? Caught over the 20. Clark is still on his feet and finally brought down on the shoestring tackle. Never giving up on that one was Gage Heath.
Good effort by Clark to recognize that the official had not blown the whistle and to keep on trying.
29-yard gain pushes Young over 200 yards.
But once again, just another athletic move by Young. Was rolling to his left, didn't see anything, came back right and found Clark wide open in the middle of the field.
Looked like he could have scrambled for something close to the first down, but he kept his eyes downfield and saw the wide open man. So now the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down has it first and goal at the 9. Round Valley looking to try to put this one out of reach. Mortensen trying to go left to right, catches the corner, and he's in the end zone for the score.
Untouched. Great blocking up front right there by the Elks offensive line. You've got to give those five guys credit tonight. They have done an amazing job.
And just because what it does to the narrative, I'm going to say that Mortensen started that drive with the blocked punt and now runs it in just as Ortiz had done previously.
I'll concede to all future theories by you, Derek.
Hey. All theories. Let me tell you about the moon. Perez going to come in. He's been perfect all night with trying to make it 5 extra points and a field goal. He does so. 38-12 with 9 minutes and 23 seconds remaining. Round Valley is running and hiding after St. John scored 12 straight to make it interesting at halftime. It's now a big Elk lead. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
I chose North Wayne Pioneer College because it's close to where I live. mind started popping how to build a foundation and framing and use different tools that I haven't used. There's always going to be work everywhere. I want to get educated and start from the bottom and learn how to find myself and what I can do. MPC's transforming my life.
38-12, Round Valley leading. Round Valley has scored on all of its possessions, and all of them have come off of St. John's miscues here in the second half. 2 interceptions and then an errant punt. The Elk, though, credit all goes to them. They've taken advantage and taken what was a 17-12 lead and made it what feels at this point an insurmountable 38-12 lead. The Redskins just haven't been able to get points in short order outside of returned kicks. And let's see if Tolis is going to have an opportunity as this one, instead angling toward Perry, he takes it inside the 10. Now he hands it off to Tolis, who's got a little bit of space, got to make a man miss at the 30. Straight arm to get to the 35 before everybody else is able to recover and get this one down to the 40. Hamlin there and finally stop it. But try to get it into their playmaker's hand, they did. And now great field position, so perhaps I have been shoveling dirt on the Redskins a little bit too prematurely.
Well, if Tolis has anything to say about it, then you have.
Yes.
He's got... I'm really impressed with how he's played tonight. Both sides of the ball, he's clearly the key player for the Redskins. How he goes, they're going.
So great field position on their own 40. They're trailing 26, which is going to involve more than 3 scores.
Well, and now if you're St. John's, you're playing to make this thing as respectable as possible and to have some type of pride as you leave your rival stadium here.
Trips left, Thomas from the gun, Tolis on his left. Fake the handoff to him, looking in that direction. Hand by Nevin, caught at the 45, but he's double-teamed and brought down.
22-20, Snowflake over ALA.
Is that Young on the tackle there, number 2, the quarterback?
22-20. Gilbert ALA, Snowflake Gilbert ALA.
Got a score with Snowflake leading ALA Gilbert 22-20.
That's a good game right there.
Always feels bad when one of the Charters gets chin music. I can say that up here, can't I?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Chin music. Second down and 5. Same formation as Thomas. Short drop again, looking to the left.
Wide open.
And this one topped by a heap as he has the first down into Round Valley territory. Staying in bounds, though, at the 45. Now Mobile Autoglass first down on the 10-yard pass. But again, Round Valley looks like it's just trying to keep all of these St. John's receivers in front of him.
Yeah, Ortiz was easily playing 5 to 7 yards off of the receiver Heap there. Heap just runs a quick little button hook and gets the pass from Thomas.
And it looked like they were trying to do this on the last drive in the first half, but then penalties got in the way and kind of forced them to abandon that strategy. But safeties well back of the line. And there's that cushion again off the line. So let's see if Thomas takes advantage on this first down play with the clock approaching 8 minutes. Instead, it's handed off to Tolis, who nearly has the ball stripped away from him. Hanging on to it was Owen Young. Actually, I think that was Merrill.
Yeah, number 12, Merrill.
It's been tough hoeing for Tolis on the ground. 13 carries, just 18 yards, and that does not have any indication on what kind of impact he's had on the game for the St. John's.
Well, we'll see if they continue to take advantage of the wide receivers and the cushions they're giving them on the outside.
He's still out there on Thomas's left. Clock now approaching 7 minutes as a shotgun snap is had. This time looking over the middle where it's had by Nevin. Caught at the 25 and then spilled at the 20. But there's a big 27-yard gain, 23-yard gain. Thomas going over the century mark.
Well, if you're the Elks right there, those middle linebackers, they've got to drop with Nevin. There wasn't anyone within 10 yards of him when he caught that ball, and Hamlin quickly closed the gap, but the linebackers just did not get deep enough on that play.
Mount Mobile Autoglass first down moves it to the Elk 20. Clock under 7 minutes. Time is just as big an opponent for the Redskins as is Round Valley. Shotgun snap had, now looking to the left again, trying to get this one caught at the goal
effort.
line, right at the pylon, with some great help coming from over the top.
I think that might have been Tolis out there again,
Yes.
running the wheel route.
And diving was Hamblin over the makeshift barrier, as I think that his presence might have done enough to really distract Tolis. It was well defended. Who else was involved in that for Round Valley? Ortiz?
Yeah, I think it was. Number 5 coming from the cornerback position there. Really just a great route and really a great throw by Thomas right there. Just kicked off the hands of Tolis. You could tell by his reaction he was disappointed that he didn't come down with that ball.
6:46 now left, 2nd and 10 still on the 20. Thomas with Bushman in the backfield, dropping back and looking to the right where he's going to got Nevin, this time at the 15, held up by a single Elk and allowed the entire defense to get over there. Hogel was the first man there. This is the 7th catch for Nevin, good for 71 yards.
Yeah, and you see Nevin, he's sort of grabbing his knee there a little bit. Probably just completely winded. A lot of these kids have been playing the whole game. And first game of the season after long layoffs. And
didn't get as many hits in during the preseason regimen, so there's an awful lot going on. There's now 6 minutes remaining in the ball game and still a 26-point deficit as there's an empty backfield. Thomas facing 3rd and 4, and now I think there was a procedure.
False start, I think, maybe, yeah.
Hey, he's in. Okay.
All right,
Did
that's
we score yet?
A big move in the wrong direction for the Redskins. 3rd and 9 now. And this is definitely 4-down territory with 5:44 to go. Thomas this
well, we'll
time
see if
will
they
have
can work
Bushman.
the middle of the field again here with Nevin.
Nevin lined up in the slot, left of the line. As Thomas takes the snap, looking initially at Nevin, now coming back to Perry, and well defended by Rivera, and it's caught out of bounds and incomplete. Rivera there never turned and looked for the football, was defending Perry the entire time, and put a hand up just at the very last minute to make sure that, if nothing else, he was just running Perry out of bounds.
Yeah, good effort by Perry there. Just a little, slightly overthrown by Thomas, but not a bad effort.
So now 4th and 9, Round Valley trying to get the ball back and just put it in the hands of its stable of backs and run this out. Thomas going to have Tolis in the backfield with him. Nevin, now one of 3 receivers off to the left. Perry, the lone man on the near side. Morgan's going to take a timeout. 38-12, Round Valley leading with 5:25 to go. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
I chose MPC because it offers good quality education. Ultimately, I want to be a nurse anesthetist. This is the start to that path. And instructors want you to succeed, which is really helpful. I've learned a lot so far in just 1 semester. It's kind of crazy how much I've learned. Northland Pioneer College is transforming my life by helping me achieve my goals in my career.
So 4th and 9 coming up. The best offense here on this drive has been trying to find Nevin in space. If you're Round Valley, Abe, how are you going to try to slow that?
Well, like what we talked about before, I just feel like the linebackers were not getting deep enough to track him over the middle of the field. So if you're Round Valley, go with a man-to-man defense. You can play a little zone, but make sure you tell your linebackers you've got to get back. You've got to get as deep as Nevin goes, because that's really been the success right here, is just going middle of the field with Slade.
Can't find Nevin, so instead it's going to be dropped back. Now pressured as Thomas trying to run through traffic, bounces off of one of his offensive linemen and dropped outside the 20, and that might do it.
But I was watching Nevin. He was lined up in the tight end position as he's going across the middle of the field there, running a man-to-man defense on him. It looked like that's where Thomas was looking, but he was covered pretty good.
I would wager. So a 3-yard loss on the sack. And here comes Round Valley's offense. St. John's with 2 timeouts left, but trailing 26 in just 5 minutes and 19 seconds to go. I think that a first down or 2 is probably going to ice it. Was that Snowflake score final?
You know, I haven't heard.
That was with 5 minutes left.
5 minutes left. They were leading 22-20. Were the Lobos. Late entry off of the sideline for the Redskins. As here's Mortensen trying to go left to right, but stopped at the line of scrimmage. But the clock starts moving.
Looks like maybe we have an injury. Big number 50, Patterson. Maybe a cramp?
Yeah,
hard to know.
Looking awfully crampy. He's trying to get off.
He loses their chance to score with a broken up pass near the end zone. Score Snowflake 22-20.
That's a final?
Final.
Final score is Snowflake leading 22-20 as ALA Gilbert had a pass knocked down at the goal line. So that's good news here. As Yao Young hands off Wiltbank, this time trying to again come to the left side, and a blocking infraction is going to free him out there. This is all going to be moot, as there's another flag down toward the line of scrimmage. It looks as if Ortiz was the first guilty party.
Yeah, got a little behind the defender, I believe there. Maybe a clip or.
Clip is kind. I thought that was more of a tackle.
More of a tackle. A spear to the back.
Yes. So there's 3 flags down, I think. And they got a holding and a block in the back. So
can you have a holding and block in the back on the same player? Probably not, right?
I think they want to go with the one because it's a spot foul. So I think they're going to take the hold.
I got blocked. They say holding on Round Valley, 10-yard penalty. We played it down.
So that hold occurred, I'm guessing, at the 27?
That's what it looks like, Derek. Yeah, around the 27, 26. Where are they spotting the ball here?
We'll move it back to the 17.
So you're right.
It
like what I said,
occasionally.
I was going to accept all theories from you going forward in this game.
That was one of my better theories. Here is Young going to air it out, throwing it into quadruple coverage.
Oh. Good catch.
Merrill has that one. Perry trying to make the case that it was on the ground, but I think Merrill had control of it in the air.
Oh, good replay. What a replay there, caught by our camera crew.
That, though, with all of the flair, is only going to set up 3rd down and 1 after that 16-yard completion.
Well, the Elks still continuing to just fling the ball around the field here.
Clock running now toward 4 minutes to play. 38-12, Round Valley leading as Young from the shotgun with Mortensen behind him. Gets the call, starts moving toward the left and goes over the 35 and has a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. Green with the stop, but there's that coveted movement of the sticks for the Elk. As it's been Mortensen who's been called into ice.
Yeah, Wiltbank coming back in for Mortensen. Good little 1-2 punch there the Elks have between those 2 running backs. Each of them, Wiltbank clearly the starter with his ability to break it along the outside, but Mortensen comes in and gives you a great change of pace and different running style.
See, I got Wiltbank 4 yards short of a hundo. So that it'd be kind of cool if he could get that. As he's standing on Young's left, he gets the call, starts moving toward the right, steps through one tackler, and then stopped after a 2-yard gain.
He'll get to 98 yards.
Unofficially. but perhaps most importantly, big picture, 3 minutes and 10 seconds with the clock in motion. And now Wilbank being shuttled in and out. Mortensen back out there. This has been a long one. Getting close to 2.5 hours. The NFL is mocking us as Young from the shotgun with Mortensen on his right. Can't imagine this is going to be aired out. Is now
good
late
pitch
had by Mortensen as he's now cutting it to the far side, gets toward midfield, and he has a Mountain Bowl Autoglass first down after a 13-yard gain.
Great read by Young. The defensive end and outside linebacker both crashed on him and made the pitch out to Mortensen for a large, what was that, maybe 12-yard gain or so?
Yeah. And I think he stayed in bounds as well. Yep.
The clock continues to move here.
Mortensen out. And Hogel will win as the running back with Young going under center. 2.5 minutes to play, 38-12, Round Valley leading. Young, direct give to Hogel, trying to get out of a little bit of trouble in the backfield. Now turns it up at the 45 and goes over the 40 before he's brought down at the 35. 15-yard gain there for Hogel.
Great cutback right there by Hogel, making, I believe that was Dion Perry, as you see there in the replay, miss completely. Give himself an extra 5 to 6 yards right there. That was a great move. We haven't seen him yet either tonight. Maybe second carry or so of the game at this point.
I think he had one that was pulled off because of a hold, but
okay.
He's shown great burst. As now the clock nearing 2 minutes. 1st and 10 after that Mountain Mobile Autoglass first down. And Young, this time from the shotgun with Hogel on his right. Gets again the call, again going to the left side, trying to direct his blockers as he goes toward the 30 and then eventually pushed out of bounds near the sticks.
So yeah, just coming off the edge here. It's got Hamblin out there trying to get an extra block there to spring him, but yeah, once again, just Round Valley just chewing up the yards here with their running backs, try to get this clock to bleed out.
9-yard gain. 2nd and 1. Clock stopped with 1 minute and 38 seconds to go. As Mortensen back in as the running back. Young from the shotgun. Handoff is fake to Mortensen. He keeps it and goes over the 28. And has a Mountain Mobile Auto. Well, he's very close to a first down. Clock is stopped.
It's to me like he should have gotten that, but I don't know if they're going to give it to him, Derek. It's still a little short.
Question is how
3rd down.
Elks play in 3A this year. They look pretty tough.
So 38-12, and Wilbank back out there. Which, as a reminder, I have him just shy of 100 yards on the day. And this time Young is going to call it himself and will push it over the sticks and have a Mountain Mobile Autoglass first down with the clock under a minute. That is going to do it. So the Round Valley club that was the 2019 2A state champion to play in a 2A team to open its 2020 campaign. But how do you think that they're looking like they're going to match up with so many 3A opponents coming up?
Just based upon what I saw in 3A football last year, this Elks team, to me, can play with anyone. The way Young threw the ball tonight, the way Wilbank ran the ball, I think you line them up and you just go see who's going to pound the ball and make the plays when it counts. And this Round Valley team, you got to give them credit. They were on the ropes a little bit coming out in the second half. They get a key pick and turn the momentum and get the win.
That's going to do it as Round Valley defends the dome, has a 38-12 lead, and we will start the post-game conversation right after this. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school football at Night Talk 106.7 and NightTalk1067.com. All right, so the play of the game's got to be Ortiz's intercept.
It's close to where I live. My instructor taught me how to build a foundation and framing and use different tools that I haven't used. There's always be work everywhere. I want to be educated and start from the bottom and learn how to find myself and what I can do. NPC's transforming my life.
I chose Northland Pioneer College because their prices were affordable. I've learned everything about the hair, skin, and nails. I've gained confidence in what I'm doing, so I'll be successful when I get out in the salon. This is an industry where I'll always have a job, and a job where I can express my creativity and make my own hours. I have transformed my life by coming to NPC.
Round Valley winners 38-12. Started off 17 straight points by the Elk, but then 12 straight by St. John's and driving to start the third quarter. But it's going to lead us right into the Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. Live to smile, love your smile, as is having scored 12 straight and on the move. A huge effort in the red zone to try to get it into the end zone for the go-ahead. St. John's at that point had not led, but instead sliding in front of the passer is Jovan Ortiz, and has his first of 2 second-half interceptions, and that one really was going to be the icing on it.
I couldn't agree more, Derek. We talked about momentum coming out in the second half. I'm sure Round Valley's coaches said we got to have a defensive stop. It's not happening. The Redskins are getting big plays all the way down the field, and then they finally get that big play by Javon. The big interception inside the 5, takes it out. And from there, the Elks really they never looked back.
That's the Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile. And I got to take a look at the Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game. Need glass for your home or business. Deemer's Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call. Quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass, call 1-888-GLASSMAN. Take it away.
And I think on this one, we've got to go with a hit by Hamblin over on the far sideline, right in front of St. John's bench. Nevin catches a ball. He's running hard down the sideline, and Hamlin just came and destroyed him, quite frankly. It was a huge hit right in front of St. John's sideline, like what I said. I think that just sort of set the tone. Hey, you guys are not getting back in this game. We're going to take it from here.
So that's Riley Hamblin with the Deemer's Glass shattering hit of the game. Need glass for your home or business. Deemer's Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call. Quality glass for affordable prices. Deemer's Glass, call 1-888-GLASSMAN. And last up, got to look at a player of the game. Owen Young got off to a hot start, cooled off a little bit, but then came roaring back in the second half alone. 5 of 5 for about 60 yards, but he finished having missed on only 5 of his pass attempts in 18. 240 yards, 3 touchdowns. Owen Young was pretty sharp today in his first game as a starter.
I couldn't agree more. And what was most impressive about him is he was making touch passes. It wasn't short little dump offs where the receivers were making all the big plays and getting a lot of yards after catch. I mean, time after time, it just seemed like he made a great touch pass, 25 yards here, 30 yards there, down the field, and that's an impressive thing to see out of a high school player.
So that's Owen Young as the player of the game. Last call here at Round Valley. The Elk beat St. John's 38-12. Coach Morgan still looking to become the state's all-time winningest coach. I don't know who they got next. Don't know who we got next. But we're going to have something coming at you. Thank you so much for joining us and spending your Friday with us. Thank you, Abe. Great job
Anytime,
here
Derek.
on the
Appreciate
call.
it.
And Mike as our spotter and everybody in the truck, well done. 38-12 is the final score at Round Valley. And thank you so much. This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
I appreciate it.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pine Top and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, Furniture Gallery, and Little Blue Bird Studios. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 1067 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopaniki communications station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of iTalk 1067 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to italk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank.